everyone, this is math lesson 140. So, go ahead and get your math paper out right now, and we're going to go over a few things that are review, and then we're going to learn some new things, which is behind me on the board. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to review some of our coins. So as I hold up the coin, I want you to tell me the name of the coin. All right, so we have this coin right here. What is this coin called, class? That is called a nickel, correct. And a nickel is worth how much? 5 cents, that is correct. Great job, great participation. All right, next coin we have is a penny. Very good. And the penny is worth how much? A penny is worth 1 cent. I hear that answer out there. Very good. Next coin we have is the dime. Does anyone remember the name of the man on the dime? Well, first of all, let's figure out how much the dime is worth. The dime is worth 10 cents. And the name of the man on the dime is Teddy Roosevelt. Very good. Very good. And our next coin we have is a quarter. And a quarter is worth 25 cents. Very good. Now this is a newer coin. We've gone over it a few times. This is a half dollar. Now remember, a dollar is worth 100 cents, or 100 cents. And so half of 100 would be what? Half of 100 would be 50. So this is a half dollar, and it is worth 50 cents. And the man on the half dollar is John F. Kennedy. He was another president of the United States. So those are those coins. And the reason we're reviewing those coins is because if you notice on your worksheet, you have section 2, you have some coins, and you have to tell me the amount. You have 90 cents, 50 cents, $1, 75 cents. You need to match it to the correct amount of coins on the right, okay? So that's the reason we reviewed those. Okay, next, if you look at section 1, you have 3 temperatures. You have 74 degrees, 28 degrees, and 55 degrees. You need to match the temperatures to the correct pictures. So remember, when you have your thermometer, when we're at the bottom, it's kind of colder. But once the thermometer keeps moving up, it gets warmer. Okay, so think about that as you look at the temperatures in the pictures. You need to match the correct temperature with that would match the correct picture and the scene that's in the picture. All right, and then if you look at section 3, you need to write the sums and differences for the problems that they've given you. Now remember, a sum is the answer to an addition problem, and the difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Okay, so you have some problems there for section 3. And then if you look at, turn your paper over to the back side, section 1, this is kind of on this side, this is where we're going to focus today. Section 1, you're going to write the numbers backwards. You're going to start at 100 and you're going to count backwards by tens, okay? So let's go ahead and count together. Let's start with 100 and we're going to go backwards by tens. Ready, go. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and then 0. So let's counting backwards by tens. And then if you look at section 2, this is kind of where we want to focus right now. But to give us a little example, I'm going to read something to you. Now I want you to listen. I want you to tell me what doesn't belong. Remember yesterday's lesson, we talked about story problems, how there's extra parts sometimes in the story problems that don't belong. So we're kind of going to go over the same thing again today, where we're going to have some story problems and we need to listen and figure out what doesn't belong. So I'm going to read something to you. Here we go. We are going to play a game of kickball at recess. Let's take a jump rope and a ball outside. Okay, so we're going to play a game of kickball at recess. This is just pretend, by the way. So we're going to play a game of kickball at recess. Let's take a jump rope and a ball outside. Which item is not needed? So what are we going to play? We're going to play kickball. And what are the two items that we brought outside? We brought a jump rope and a ball. Which item is not needed? Do we need the ball to play kickball? Yes, we do. Do we need the jump rope to play kickball? No, we don't. So which item is not needed? The jump rope. All right, very good. Now, if you go to section 2, you have box A, and box B. If you look at box A, there's 3 different answers. The first answer is 6 bees. The second answer is 3 flies. And the third answer is 3 bees. Now I'm going to read a story problem to you, and I want you to mark the one that does not belong. So you're either going to mark 6 bees, 3 flies, or 3 bees. Here we go, listen carefully. 6 bees and 3 flies were buzzing around a lemon tree. 3 more bees came to join them. How many bees were there all together? I'll read that one more time. 6 bees and 3 flies were buzzing around a lemon tree. 3 more bees came to join them. How many bees were there all together? Mark the space under the fact that is not needed. Okay, so let's go back through the story problem. Here we have 6 bees, 3 flies, and then it says 3 more bees came to join them. Then at the end of the story problem, it says, how many bees were there all together? Okay, so which one was not needed in this story problem? Was it 6 bees, 3 flies, or 3 bees? Give you a second to think about that. The correct answer would be 3 flies. Even though it was mentioned in the story problem, it was not needed because at the end of the story problem it says, how many bees were there all together? It's not asking you how many flies were there. It's asking you how many bees were there. All right? So the correct answer is 3 flies. Now, go to box B. The answers, your 3 choices are Mom's, 4 holes in 1, Dad's, 6 holes in 1, or Alex's, 2 holes in 1. Okay, so those are your 3 choices. You're going to pick the one that is not needed. Here's the story problem, and I want you to think about it and mark the correct answer. Okay, listening? Here we go. The family was playing miniature golf. Mom made 4 holes in 1, Dad made 6 holes in 1, and Alex made 2 holes in 1. How many more holes in 1s did Dad make than Alex? Mark the space under the fact that is not needed. I'll read it one more time. The family was playing miniature golf. Mom made 4 holes in 1, Dad made 6 holes in 1, and Alex made 2 holes in 1s. How many more holes in 1 did Dad make than Alex? So you need to pick the one that is not needed, okay? All right, very good. Now, section 3, you need to write the minute hand. I'm going to say some times to you right now for the clocks. And you need to write the minute hand. The hour hand has already been written, but you need to write the minute hand. Remember, when we write the minute hand is oh so long. It's the long hand. Okay? So, clock A. Here's the time you need to write. 4, they already have the hour. Listen to the minute. 4:30. 4:30. Clock B. 5:15. 5:15. Remember, you're only writing the minute hand. Clock C, 6:05. 6:05. And clock D, 11:50. 10:50. 10:50. 10:50. Very good. All right, so I'll say those one more time. Clock A is 4:30, B 5:15, C 6:05, and D 10:50. 10:50. Okay, quickly look at the board here. I have some problems written, and these are the same problems that you'll see on your paper. Let me move my camera a little bit. There we go. Now, on the top row, you see 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 minus 3 equals 4. 2 plus 5 equals 7. And then 7 minus 4 equals 3. Now, you need to look at these problems closely, and we need to figure out which problem does not belong. So here's what we're going to do to figure that out. I'm going to start with my first one. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Okay, so I have a number 3, I have a number 4, and I have a number 7. Now, if I go to this next problem here, I have a number 7, just like I do in the first one, but it's just in a different place. I have a number 3, just like I do in the first one. And I have a number 4, just like I do in the first one. So I think these two, they belong. Now, let's go to this one. I have a number 2 plus 5 equals 7. 2 plus 5 equals 7. And then this last one, 7 minus 4 equals 3. Now, this last one I have a 7, I have a 4, and a 3. All three of these had those same exact numbers. Does this problem right here have a 7? Yes, it does. Does it have a 3? No. Does it have a 4? No. So that tells me that this problem does not belong. So I'm going to mark that problem. 2 plus 5 equals 7 does not belong. And then the last one down here, we have 9 minus 1 equals 8. 8 minus 1 equals 7. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 minus 8 equals 1. So let's look through these again. 9 minus 1 equals 8. 8 minus 1 equals 7. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 minus 8 equals 1. So looking at all four of these equations here, which one do you think does not belong? Remember, they're kind of all going to have the same numbers. So look at them closely. Which one do you think does not belong? And you need to mark that answer. Do you know what the correct answer is? The correct answer is it this one? Give me a cheer. Woo! No? Okay. What about this one? Is it this one? Oh, sorry. Hi. Is it this one? This one? Or is it this one? The correct answer is this one. This one does not belong because all of these have similar numbers, even though they might equal different things. But this one does not have the same numbers as all the other ones. Okay, so hope that makes sense to you. This is the end of our lesson. Make sure you do your worksheet. Make sure you obey your parents, listen to them, and have a good day. Bye.